Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Hope everyone is having an amazing Sunday. But whenever you receive this, just please keep in mind these messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear them. As always, if they don't apply, let them fly. You can always come back for the next one. However, I do, encourage you to hang out because there might be something in here that you might need to hear, especially if this passed by your feed. All right, that being said, let's get into it. Today's message is for it's very specific. Okay, so it could be for a group of individuals or just one individual. I'm not sure, but you know what, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't try to make it fit your situation if it doesn't. This might also be a message that you could pass on for someone else because it might relate to a particular situation with somebody that you know who might be going through the what's going to be revealed in the message. Okay, that being said, let's begin. uh, their loss is your gain. That's what I kept hearing. Their loss is your gain. And it's kind of a double entendre, okay, when I've heard it said in my head over and over again. Basically, them losing you, okay, was a detriment to them, but you losing them was a positive for you, even though it doesn't seem that way right now. Now, this could be either a romantic relationship with a family members or friends, even co-workers, okay? These are people that just no longer resonate with where you're going. Okay, and this is part of like part two of what we discussed the other day. Okay, when people are not resonating or not aligning with you anymore, you know it. Okay, and this message is just going to be confirmation for most of you out there. Okay, this is just going to confirm what you already know. You saw the red flags, especially in the romantic for those in the romantic situation. Okay, you were very attracted to this individual physically, but you were unattracted to them on like many other levels. They just didn't align with you. They were very bougie. They were cloud chasing. Okay, very materialistic. And this is something that even if you were in the past, you're no longer on that path. You're moving away from that, and this is why it didn't work out. Okay, this is why there was divine intervention of sorts. Okay, to help you to elevate, and that's how they're encouraging you to look at it. Okay, elevate yourself by moving away. Okay, they want you to stop regretting the fact that these people and these individuals are no longer in your life, because what that's doing is it's not only keeping you in a lower vibration, but it's preventing you from inviting new into your life. It's actually blocking it out. It's blocking out new friendships. It's blocking out new relationships. I feel some of you are waiting for a new relationship that's coming in, but you have to release this partner of yours. Okay, this very bougie partner. I'm getting a very bougie partner, very materialistic, never satisfied. Okay, no matter what you did, they were never happy. Okay, and basically, you weren't happy in this situation too, and you knew it. You saw these red flags. This is something that you weren't looking for. Okay, you wanted someone to have a stable, loving, caring life with. Okay, somebody that you can grow with and grow old with. But unfortunately, the individual that you were with, and this concerns those in the romantic relationship, the individual you were with was not looking to grow. Was always looking for something bigger and better. They were never satisfied, and this wasn't going to make you happy. Now, the only thing that you're missing, what I'm sensing, is you're missing their physical presence. Okay, I'm getting you're also feeling that you're not going to be able to find something else, and that is only true if you continue to hang on. Okay, some of you in this situation are continually looking up these past people online. They want you to stop doing that. Again, these are only suggestions. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. But if you want to be able to move on from the situation, you have to move yourself past it in order to go forward, because this behavior is keeping you stuck. Okay. And I know that's not where you want to be. So, if you follow this advice and these suggestions, it's only going to help you to start bringing in the new, to bring in that new partner, okay, to bring in that new friendship, to bring in that new soul tribe, okay, to bring you new work opportunities, okay. So you just have to continue to move forward. Don't look back, okay. Again, these are just confirmations. You knew the red flags. You saw the red flags even before you got involved with these individuals because, again, they just weren't aligning with you. And usually when things don't align with us and the divine realm says something, better, better in mind for us, has a better plan. When we don't take action and release the individuals, okay, or the places or the things that we're being asked to release, it gets done for us. Towers happen, breakups happen, people get fired, people pass away, people move on. But this is all for your benefit, okay? It's all for all of our benefit because it happens to everyone, including myself. I've been through this several times, okay? You just don't want to. They don't want to see you unhappy. They know your potential, okay? They know what you're able to do, what you're capable of. But you need to see that within yourself and realize you can move forward on your own. You don't need these individuals in your life to move forward. And for those of you who've been alone for a while, okay, and you're feeling that pain of being alone, it's to teach you to gain strength within yourself. Okay, they want you to realize you are more powerful than you think. You don't need other people to hold your hand. Okay, being codependent often happens in this world because it's a scary world, and we look for someone else to latch onto, someone to help us get through. The negative forces that are all around us. It makes it difficult. It makes this world a scary place, especially when you're all by yourself. But remember, you're never by yourself. None of us are by ourselves as long as you have faith and you know that the divine realms are watching you. Now, whoever you resonate, whether that be the God Most High, angels, saints, Buddha, Shiva, whoever that happens to be for you, okay? They want you to lean on them. They want you to ask for assistance. They don't want you to carry the load alone. They're there for us. All we have to do is call out, and you've heard me mention it many times before, according to universal law, they can't interfere unless we ask. And a lot of times we're too stubborn to ask. Okay, we're so used to doing things our way, and a lot of times we don't want to listen to the advice that's being offered, and that's just part of being human. Okay, there's no judgment there. We all do that, including myself. I used to do that in the past. I used to fight things. But I realized within myself when I started to let go and accept the things that were removed from my life, okay, even through no choice of my own a lot of times, things did improve. But I also had to not only go through the process, that tower of the letting go, I had to learn to let go within myself and not look back, to look forward. Okay, and to realize I can do things on my own. Okay, I am strong enough. I am capable. Regardless of what anybody ever made you feel in your life, you are perfectly capable of taking care of things on your own. Okay, you don't need these individuals in your life because they were just dragging you down. You just weren't aligned with them. Okay. Now you do have a choice as always. You can go back to these individuals and remain in a perpetual cycle. You could stay stuck, you could stay stagnant. Again, that's your choice. Or you can make the decision here and now and say, you know what? I'm going to grab the bull by the balls and I'm going to move forward. Okay. I'm not going to let anything prevent me from moving forward anymore. I'm going to keep myself going forward. I'm not going to look back. I'm not going to be investigating things online about these individuals. I'm not going to be posting things about these individuals. I'm just going to focus on myself and I'm going to keep my eyes on the prize because good things are coming if you allow them to come in. But the first step is letting go. Okay? It's accepting, letting go, having faith, and realizing that the divine realms has a plan for you. Okay? You just have to trust in the process. Be patient. Things don't happen overnight. Working on ourselves takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of dedication. But everyone is capable of doing it. I did it myself. If I was capable of doing it, you're capable of doing it. So if I can encourage you in some way, please allow me to do that. It's part of my being able to give back with all the things that, I'm appreciative for in this life. I'm appreciative for every event that took place, even though there was a lot of lousy shit that went down. Okay. I look back and there was a long time where I was stagnant for a while because I allowed other people's behaviors to keep me there. Past family members, past friends, past whatever. And I went through a point where I had to just cut all these individuals out of my life. And these were individuals that I saw the red flags but ignored them because I didn't want to be alone, you know. And they were stifling my light. They're preventing me from moving forward. And whoever I'm speaking to, I have a feeling this is the same thing you're going through. You know, Allow yourself to breathe again. Love yourself enough to take your life into your own hands, okay? And you're strong enough to do it by yourself. Like I said, don't be afraid. And lean on the divine realms when you are afraid, okay? We all get afraid, we all get nervous, and we're all unsure. But this is how we learn to move forward. This is how we gain strength. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of the weekend, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.